بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين. This is د.زلفى and today inshallah we'll discuss the present perfect tense. Before discussing the present perfect simple tense, I want to remind you of the past simple tense. Do you remember the past simple tense? Now, when do we use the past simple tense? We use the past simple tense to indicate an action that happened and finished in a fixed point of time in the past. Happened and finished in a fixed point of time in the past. For example, I say my father died 50 years ago. He died in 1970. Finished, died and finished. This is the past simple, an action that happened and finished. For example, this morning, I took a taxi to come to university. I took a taxi this morning at 7 o'clock or at 8 o'clock. Now it's 2 or 3. So finish, happened and finish in the past. Okay? But the present perfect is different. It is an action, and one of its uses is that it is an action that started in the past, but it has relation with now. We say present. Present, it means now. It has relation with now. For example, I say, we use it with the time expression since and for. I say, we have lived in this house for 10 years. When I say for 10 years, I mean the last 10 years, which means from 2010 to now, 2020. It is continuous. It started in the past in 2010, and now it's 2020. So I'm referring to this period of time. That's why I don't say we lived in this house for 10 years. If I say we lived in this house for 10 years, we lived in this house for 10 years, past simple, it means any 10 years in our life, maybe before 40 years, okay, happened and finished in the past. But now when I say I have lived, it means up to now, from 2010 up to now. Since. Sometimes we use the present perfect with since. Okay? We have lived in this house since 2010, which means since here means since 2010 up to now. The continuous period from 2010 up to now. But for tells me about the length of the period of time. Lived here for 10 years, but since tells me about the beginning point of living here, okay? Now, sometimes another use of present perfect, we use it to express an action, one single action, or repeated actions which happened at some unknown time in the past. Unknown time. I don't have a fixed point. This is another difference between past simple and present perfect. For the past simple, it's a fixed point of time. Yesterday, last week, ago, 5 months ago, 2 years ago, the last minute, the last hour. So you have a fixed point of time. But with the present perfect, okay, then the action is complete now. It happened in the past, but we don't know when, or we don't want to tell when, or we are not concerned about when, or when is not important. It just happened and finished. So we say that for this use of the present perfect, I use Time expression like already, yet, ever, or never, along with the present perfect, with which, as we taught, which we know that it's verb to have plus the past participle, تصريف الثالث للفعل, the past participle. Now, write, wrote, written, I have written, she has written, and so on. Also, the present perfect is used to indicate life experience. A life, something that you have experienced in your life. You tried it, you know about it, or you don't try it, or you don't know about it, or you don't have any experience with. So we use also the present perfect, because it's not only something that happened and finished in the past, it's something started from your birth up to now. For example, these actions are or events that happened or did not happen sometime during the person's life, from the beginning of your life up to now. For example, when you say, I have never seen a lion, it means from the beginning of your life up to now, you have never seen a lion in your eyes, a real lion. I said to you, have you ever traveled on a plane? I'm sure that most of you will say no, but from the beginning of your life up to now, I'm asking, have you ever traveled on a plane? From the first day when you were born up to now, you haven't traveled on a plane. There is an example, the blue line. They have eaten at that restaurant many times. They have eaten. The verb is have eaten. They have eaten at that restaurant many times. Here I use the past, the present perfect, because I'm not concerned about the time. When it happened, I don't want to know. It's not important, but we tried it. We tried. We have visited it many times. Okay, it is in the past, but maybe last month and today and last year and so many times in the past, but we don't want to tell about the time. You see the difference? No fixed point of time. Life experience also. We have never been to California. Have you ever been to California? Have you ever been to California, to America? Most of you will say no. We have never experienced that. I have never eaten Chinese food. From my birth up to today, I have never tried or eaten Chinese food. So this is life experience, خبرات حياتية. Okay, the present perfect of often. Okay. Also, we use the present perfect to refer to an action which happened, and it is complete now, but it has a result now. We are focusing on the result, and we use the present perfect to refer to the complete action. For example, I say, as someone is crying, I say, suppose that her name is Fatma. I say, why is Fatma crying? The mother says, she has burned her hand. She has burned her hand. It is a complete action which happened recently before a very short time, but its effect is there. Her hand is burned now. Okay. As you see, we say, for example, why is the police here? You say someone has had an accident. Someone has had an accident. It's a complete action. The action happened and finished, but recently has happened very shortly. and the police is here now. So someone has had an accident. Okay. She is crying because she has burnt her hand, as you see the example here. I have lost my keys, so I cannot enter the house. I have lost my keys. Now they are lost. I don't have my keys now. I have recently lost them, maybe in the car, in the train, in the office, somewhere. But the effect of losing them is here now. I cannot. What's the effect? I cannot enter the house. Okay. We use both. Look at been and gone. Both of them, we use not either of them to say that, to refer to visiting a certain country or a certain place, but with some difference in meaning. There is some difference in meaning between these two words. Okay, I say he has gone to America. It means he is still in America. He hasn't come back home. When I say he has been to America, means, okay, his visit completed and now he's at home. This is the difference in meaning between have been or has been and have gone and or has gone. Has gone means he's there now. Has been or have been, it means he's at home now. Come back. Okay? That's it. That's it. Thank you. Now, I'll give you an exercise to do it at home. I'll drop it on your homework page, but I don't, most of the exercises either on the internet or in your books, in your grammar book, have answers. So sometimes you don't think, just you get the answer. In order to think, I want you to say why. You choose the present perfect, why? You choose the present simple, why? You choose the past simple, why? Or you show the difference between a certain tense and the other tense. This means that you understand and you will use it, inshallah, when you start writing good paragraphs and good essays. Thank you very much.